Okay, so welcome to another edition of NHL 99. Tonight's matchup between the Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning proves to be pretty exciting. We got some players we want to take a look at first and tell you what's going on. Chris Eberle, born July 10th, 1971 in Germany. Well, when he was drafted, no one really knows that, but you have to check this guy out. He's 5'10", weighs 165 pounds. He plays center and he shoots right. His speed, he's tremendously fast. He's got high power, accuracy, quickness, bias, shooting. He's wonderful to watch. Now this guy, Chuck Eberle, born in Germany, his brother just a few weeks before. No one's exactly sure how that happened, but it did. He weighs in at 190 pounds, 5'10", and he is all spirit. We'll check out another gentleman up there who plays left wing. No, this is, left wing. Stephen Lowell, born April 19th, 1973 in Scotland. He's only 5'7", he's only 165 pounds, but the man can play. Okay, down to Oscar Nunez now. Oscar Nunez is 28 years old, born October 19th, 1971, 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. One other guy we want to check out before we move on to our game here is a guy by the name of Humongous. Humongous is only 4'6", and he weighs 255 pounds. Born in 1981 in the country, or actually the continent of Africa, he is a little fireball, little house of fire. So we want to check him out. We'll be back in just a little bit. And by himself, skating in, not making any moves there. Weeks just poke checks it away. Now holding on to it is, a penalty coming up there. Sandy McCarthy, for some reason, instead of touching up for the icing there, or protecting the icing, decides to check Darren Pupa, and you can see a lot of rough stuff going on down there. Oh man, it looks like McCarthy doesn't want to go to the box either. This is a little ridiculous right here. I don't exactly know what McCarthy's doing, but he's kind of out of control right now. I think someone should hopefully put a stop to this here. McCarthy's just going out there, knocking everyone over. He is a big man, but wow, just bowls over everyone right there. And he finally gets to the box. You see, with 56 games, Sandy McCarthy has already mustered up 62 penalty minutes. This team is very high penalty minutes. Looking at it right now, Wilkie holds on to it. Wilkie, Carter, down low, Gratton steals it. Boom, knocks him over. Biatch doesn't like that either, and neither does Gratton. So these two are going to go now. This is a matchup. Watching these two go, I'm telling you, it's like watching two giants. These guys, one weighing in at 255, the other about 235. You can just imagine being in front of one of those hits as they just come across your face there. I mean, just think about that. Wow, this one is ugly. Biatch just laying out Gratton there, and he's a little bit of a hot dog there, too. As he claps his hands, he's going off, though. 5 minutes each. They'll sit down there and think about that one for a little bit. Well, I doubt it, but, you know, they'll have their fun. They'll sit down. Anyway, back to the game now. You see it's passed up to Gubina with just about 3 seconds left, and that's the end of the first. What is Doug Brick doing up there? Doug Brick, what's he doing? He takes a 111-mile slap shot at the end of the period, and that didn't look like it made too many people happy. So Doug Brick had some words over there at the end of the first period. Lowell, Lankow having goals there. All right, moving on to the second period now. A gentleman leave the bench, get ready to go. Pupa Weeks heading back out there. And we're about to get started. Okay, 5-on-4 now for a little while longer here. Marshall takes it up, takes it around the side, holds on to it, takes a shot down the left side. No goal for that. Selovanov holds on to it, gets stripped away by Eberle. Eberle takes it from around the net, going through people, looking mighty Bobby Orr-like. Look at that! Look at that goal! Chuck Eberle skating coast from coast with a shorthanded goal. 38 seconds into the second period. Look at this backhand, just takes it right over Darren Pupa, going through the defense like a warm knife through butter. Now, with only 39 games, 48 points, 19 goals, 29 assists, and a plus-minus of 94. Definitely on a Hall of Fame pace there. All right, now, getting thrown out of the face-off there is Anson Carter, so Nunez will take it. Nunez loses the face-off, checks Dykhouse off there, takes it in. Eberle takes it in, holds it in over the blue line, check down. Wilkie picks it up. Wilkie's taking it down the perimeter there. Doug Brick on him, slows up. Richer passes it over to Janny. Selovanov holds onto it. Brick steals it away right before a goal is happening there. 25 seconds left in the power play. Doug Brick holds it down low, breaks through a couple people, takes another shot. Saved by Pupa. Pupa holds onto it, kicks it into the corner there. And now Eberle picks it up. Nunez takes it in down low, takes a shot. Saved by Dykhouse. Dykhouse blocked that one. Checks down Doug Brick. Selovanov comes in by himself, getting attacked by all over the place. And Alexander Selovanov with a beautiful goal with two people on his back. And it looks like, oh, look at that little rough stuff right after that, too. With the assist from Richer up there. Selovanov takes a shot, scores. He's doing fine. Okay, now back 5-on-5. Eberle takes it in right around the side, takes a shot down the side. 112 miles an hour. Look at that. And I got a face-off down there as Pupa holds on to it, and Chuck Eberle doesn't like that. Takes a couple pokes at people over there. Okay, the face-off now dropping down to Marshall. Marshall throws it all the way down the length of the ice, and it looks like someone will have to come down and get that, and it looks like it's picked up by Big Zdeno Chara. Knocked over, Chara picks it up all by himself, leading the rush right there, ducking through people, takes a shot. Kind of weak. Webb holds on to it, tries to shoot it. Saved by Pupa. Pupa's holding on to it, and he'll hold it for a face-off. All right, moving on now. These guys are ready to skate. All right, comes down there. Cullimore gets nailed. Selovanov holding on to it, gets checked down, picked up by Marshall. Marshall takes it around to Endor. Endor is holding on to it, takes a pass, one-timer by Agimla. Agimla holding on to it, and Endor picks it up. And Pupa saves that shot too. Marshall cycling, picking it back up. Janny passes it off to Pupa, holding onto it, but passes it off to Cullimore, decides to not go after the face-off. Now Agimla holds onto it, passes it to center to Marshall. Marshall takes it in over the blue line, cuts right, saves it back over to Pupa. Racine holds onto it, brings it up. And there's a penalty coming up. Let's see what happened here as he's knocked against the wall over there, and looks like an door. No, that's Humongous. Number 94, Humongous, going to the penalty box for 2 minutes for a roughing call there that we saw. And these gentlemen are going back to the bench now, getting a line change in there, some words exchanged. And you see there, characteristically, getting kicked out of the face-off. One of the Islanders moving on there. Pass back to Eberle. Eberle throws it in. Checked against the boards real hard by Chris Eberle. Thrown upside there. Picked up by Lowell. He'll touch up for the icing call. Lowell shoots it down the length of the ice and checks down someone. Corey Cross, I believe that was. Now, Corey Cross has had 52 games, only 2 goals, and he's -10, so he's not exactly having the season of his life here. All right, now Corey Cross picks it up, throws it down the length of the ice. If this one gets touched up, yes, it will. It'll be touched up for another icing call by Jason Marshall. Man, these guys are going at it. Okay, so now, thrown out of the face-off again. Okay, Islanders ready to go, ready to take the face-off. 5-on-4 down in the defensive zone. Taken up there, thrown down, picked up in the corner by Nunez. Nunez throws it up top, but no one's there to receive the pass. Chuck Eberle chases it down, and he picks it up, and from his net, he's going all the way down, taking it up, passes it off to Nunez. Nunez handed it off to Carter, picked up by Chuck Eberle. Eberle in by himself, takes a shot and scores. There now his goal, second goal of the game, shorthanded goal, assisted by Anson Carter and Oscar Nunez. Look at this goal, comes right in, throws a backhand right over the blocker. Pupa doesn't even have time to think about that one. Now 5-on-4 again. This team seems to excel at short-handed goals than it does more in power play or even shifted goals. Lowell takes it in there, takes a shot, saved by Pupa. Now picked up again, and Pupa will hold on to it. And Lowell checks a couple people down. He's not happy about something that just happened there. All right, passed over to Marshall. Marshall throws it in. Brick takes a backhanded one-timer. Carter scores. Carter picking it up from Biatch at 5:39. That is his first goal of the game, but not his first point of the game. I think he has 2 points right now. Okay, from the face-off, Eberle takes it in all by himself, exerting speed. Cross picks it up, takes it down low, taking it behind the net, gets knocked down. Brick picks it up. Poop is holding on to it, throws it up to Cross. Cross takes it back down again. Cross is not playing wisely here. Okay, now check down again. Corey Cross throws it up there. Picked up by Alexander Selovanov. Now Chuck Eberle checks off someone by the net there, and over in the corner, shot taken up there, deflected high into the glass. Weeks holds onto it, decides to shoot it, hits someone off the head there, takes him down by Brick. Brick knocked over Isobart. Janney picks it up, now picked up by Selivanov, and he scores his second goal of the game. Right winger Alexander Selivanov with an assist from Janney and Isobart at 6:59. This game is getting closer than it should be right now because you see the Islanders have a tremendous amount of skill, speed, and strength, but they don't always use it wisely. It's kind of interesting. Okay, now holding on to it is Wilkie. Passes it to Darcy Tucker. Steve Webb takes it, throws it back down to Probert. Probert takes a shot from the right side, saved by Darren Pupa. Peterson holds on to it, throws it up to Tucker. Now Zdeno Chara comes in, checks off the puck, and it looks like we have a bad call over there in the corner. It looks like Huge Biatch. Yes, that's right. He speared him, and he'll get thrown out of the game for that. And it looks like he has more words over here. And Steve Webb, for some reason, is helping him out there, not letting him off the ice. I wonder what they're talking about there. You saw Zdeno Chara and Huge Biatch both crushing two Lightning players in the corners and one in front of the net. And there you go. That's 51 games with 180 penalty minutes, counting the ones in these games. So he's up to about 190 right now. As the gentlemen go for line changes there, it's now 5-on-4, and it will be for the next 5 minutes. Weeks makes a save there. Quick save off the shot there. Eberle holds on to it, throws it back to Weeks. Weeks up to Marshall. Marshall takes it in, going around the players, takes a shot, saved by Pupa. Corey Cross picks it up. Now checked off as Isobart. Isobart keeps going with it. Janney picks it up. Nunez holds on to it and just tosses it in to clear the zone. We'll have another face-off coming up here in a little bit as we see more rough stuff coming up here. Well, these guys aren't exactly nice. They are checking each other left, right, and sideways. Okay, 5-on-4 still with 1:29 left in the second period. Damon will be holding on to it. Now it looks like he's getting chased up there by Chuck Eberle, who's obviously tired by playing so many minutes as that shot is deflected into the crowd. You know, some players so far have played so many minutes, you just wonder how they manage to stay on their feet. And people like Marshall and Chuck Eberle just keep going. And, man, they don't stop. All right, Anson Carter takes it up now through the center, down the left side, cuts to the center of the slot there. Picked off by Darren Pupa, up to Corey Cross, to Isobart, over to Craig Janney. Craig Janney drops it back for Isobart. He gets checked down. Now up to Marshall. Marshall up to Carter. Carter tries to break out. Kabina picks it off. Kabina comes in by himself, takes a shot. Weeks stones him. Marshall up to Nunez. Nunez comes down the side, trying to break in. Does a shot there. Takes a shot. Saved by Pupa. Cross. Janney. And that will be the end of the second period as we see yet another little display of rough stuff there. And, yeah, he's going to get called this time for it. And you wonder why he's actually questioning why he got called for that. He just knocked the guy to his feet after the whistle was over. And that'll be it. That'll be it for the second period, 5-3. And we see there it's 13 shots on goal first period, 22 shots on goal for the second period. And in Tampa Bay, 10 shots, 8 shots in the second period. The score is 5-3 as we move on to the third period. Back to the action now, 5-on-3. Carter takes it in, takes a shot, saved by Pupa. You wonder how this team does it. They're big and they're fast and they're strong. And Janney comes in, passes it off to Selivanov. Now you see here, Isobart's up in the corner, holds it in there, takes a shot, and Marshall stops it. Marshall takes it up by himself, obviously winded from the past two periods, kind of slow, gets knocked over mighty easily by Darren Pupa. Thrown down into here, and this will be touched up for an icing call. Zdeno Chara, big Zdeno Chara, has been an instrumental key in this team's success. With everyone's size and speed and strength, the only thing stopping them from scoring maybe 10 or 20 goals a game is their mental attitude, that they don't always do the right things, but they always have the speed and strength to make up for it. Doug Brick with a big shot right there. Zdeno Chara holds on to it, takes a shot, throws it up there. Pupa stops that. Nazarov trying to pick it off there, but he gets nothing doing. Knocks over down there, tries to knock over one of our Lightning gentlemen over there. Nazarov at the face-off there. He gets thrown out, picked up by Doug Brick. So Doug Brick will take the face-off here. 5-on-3 now. Wilkie up to Dykhouse, to Gratton, to Richer. And an icing call touched up for our Doug Brick over there as he tries some more rough stuff there, and it works that time. Nazarov back to take the face-off. Kabina holds onto it, skates up, gives it to Selivanov. Chara on him. Chara lets him go by, takes a shot. Weeks stops that one. Chara goes up with it all by himself. 54 seconds left in this power play here. Nazarov gets knocked over. Chara to Janney. Now Brick. Brick throws it down low. Not a wise thing to do with it 5-on-3. Brick comes out of the box now. He's up there, tosses it up there to Nazarov, passes it back over. Holding on to it is Nazarov. Kabina to Selivanov. And it looks like we have a line change going on there. He gets knocked over. Weeks holds on to it, passes it to Marshall. Marshall up to Eberle. Chuck Eberle out of the box after that ending period penalty that he had there. Holds on to it, knocks him over behind there. 2 Eberles out there right now. Marshall takes a shot, a one-timer from the top of the blue line. Corey Cross holding it behind the net, getting hooked back there. Janney holds on to it. Now taken away, given to Selivanov. Selivanov holds on to it, now held on to Iserbart. Marshall to Nunez, throws it all the way down. And this one will be touched up for an icing. No, it won't. Eberle holds on to it. Carter takes it. Now we have a penalty coming up there. As you see, there was a little shove against Darren Pupa there, which has been going on all game. And Cross with the extra skater coming up by himself. And this one will end right there. So Marshall takes it, throws it down the end of the ice. And knocking him over there. Chuck Eberle, 2 minutes for interference. And, you know, you can honestly say this about Chuck when people say this man is all over the place. Well, he is. He goes end-to-end with goals, and he still manages to spend 131 minutes in the penalty box after 39 games of play. So after signing with the Islanders just 39 games ago, this guy has been on fire. Okay, back to this now. 5-on-4, held up by Brick. Brick holds onto it, throws it up to Eberle. Eberle skates up to the side, holds it across, takes a shot and scores. Chris Eberle with his first goal of the game, a shorthanded goal, which seems to be that they have no choice nowadays since they spend so much time in the box. Assisted by Brick and Weeks. There's the beautiful goal right up there, just slapping it right over the shoulder of Darren Pupa. Still 5-4 though. All right, Wilkie to Eberle. Eberle falls over, passes the puck off to Lowell, and Lowell gets knocked down, and Grattan and Eberle have something to say to each other as they're going back and forth. Eberle's just had it with Chris Grattan. He has fought him once today. Actually, no, this is Chris Eberle, Chuck's twin brother. So these guys here are now fighting away there. Oh, man, this is ugly. I would kind of hate to be down there in the middle of this one. Yeah, they're just wailing away. Oh, ouch. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You got to wonder what's going through Grattan's head. This man has fought 3 or 4 times today, and each time he has lost. And you wonder why he still does it. Chris Eberle going to the box for 5 minutes as well as Chris Grattan. So you see Anson Carter tonight with 7 shots on goal, 1 goal for him, and he's already +3 tonight. Good night for Anson Carter. Okay, now back to the game here with 5-on-4. Selivanov taking it up there today. Now Brick holds on to it. Brick tries to cut off the pass there. Richer to Dykhouse, over to Wilkie. Selivanov up there to Richer. Richer scores on a one-timer power play goal assisted by Janney and Selivanov. And you could see that our players out there don't like it. The Islanders are kind of upset about that one. I think that something happened up there that one of them disagreed with. And you see Stefan Richer there with 40 games, 11 points, 4 goals, 7 assists, +4 in the season. And the Islanders are so skilled that they can actually do that in 1 game. All right, so looking at the Islanders here, Greer takes the face-off, giving up to Brashear. Brashear controls Cullimore down there, down the length of the ice with 4:45 left in the third period, held onto by Chuck Eberle. Eberle is holding onto it and is skating over to the bench to get some equipment fixed. Now holding onto it is Chris Eberle. Eberle to Chara. Chara throws it the length of the ice. Chara comes down. Marshall picks it up. Chara takes it up to Iginla. Jerome Iginla taking it in by himself, all alone, does a move and backhanded, and he scores. Man, did you see that move? Oh, baby, he just held onto that thing, did a couple backhands. Watch this again. Look, left, right, backhanded, right over the Pupa. All right, now back on 5-on-5, even strength, which is kind of a rare rare thing to see in Islanders games. These guys are kind of violent. All right, so Iginla holds onto it, throws it out there, cut off by Pupa. Pupa is controlling it, and we have a penalty coming up. It looked like something happened up there in front of the goalie. We'll find out what the call is in just a second here. Stefan Richer holds onto it, saved, picked up by Iginla, and that'll get the whistle. As Iginla starts checking people down, too. Man, this game has been all over the place. Sandy McCarthy gets 2 minutes for slashing up there. And this is not his first visit to the penalty box. He was in there one time before because of that hit on Darren Pupa. So I'm surprised that Grattan hasn't gone after him. But you see, after 56 games, he's already got 62 penalty minutes. And plus the ones he's had tonight, he's in the pace to break 70 right about now. All right, back to the game here. Brick picks it up, skates in all alone, does a couple moves here, and backhands it over Darren Pupa there for another goal. Short-handed, unassisted by himself. A little Bobby Orr skating going on there. Takes a backhand right over Pupa. You see how that works there. 37 games since Doug Brick has been with the Islanders, and he's already got 41 points. Okay, holding on to it now. Kabina takes it. Selivanov up to Jani. Jani in there. Selivanov throws it down low, doesn't pick up by Jani. Jani gets knocked over, up to Iserbart. Carter picks it up and breaks out by himself, passes it up to Lowell. Lowell's in there all by himself, takes the shot and scores. Lowell with his second goal of the game, shorthanded, assisted by Anson Carter. Lowell this year, at only 5'7" and 165 pounds, has been on fire in his rookie season. You see 55 games, 56 points, 37 goals, 19 assists. And the one thing that the Islanders have going for them this year definitely is their balance. If you look at the first top 10 of their people, they're either all in double digits for points, not only in goals but also in assists. So Eberle holds on to it now. Brick up to Eberle. Eberle gets knocked over, picked up by Dykhouse. Dykhouse holds up to Selivanov. Now down low into the Islander zone, and that will be touched up for icing as this one goes up there, and Doug Brick knocking some people over there. Anson Carter holds into the face-off circle. Picked up by Doug Brick, takes a quick shot, 75 miles an hour there, 124 miles there for a one-timer. Iserbart picks it up. He's all alone by himself. It looks like Lowell catches up to him, and it looks like we'll have a penalty shot coming up here. Chuck Eberle knocking over Paul Iserbart. So here we go. We got a penalty shot coming up. All right, Iserbart on Weeks. Coming in is Iserbart. Iserbart cuts right and scores. He scores there on a power play goal, actually, is what you'd call that, since they weren't a power play. Even though it was a penalty shot. We'll take a look at this again. Iserbart comes in, doesn't do anything real fancy here. He just kind of backhands it, but Weeks is a little slow to get over there and doesn't do anything to stop it. 5-on-5 even strength, a rare sight here at the Nassau Coliseum. Lankow holds onto it, gets checked off of it. Endor holds onto it. Peterson holds it. Probert picks it up. Probert skates up the left side by himself, holding onto it. And it looks like he does a little move there, gets knocked over, checked against the glass. Webb picks it up all the way to Marshall, who one-times it over Pupa's head. Pupa holds up to Dykhouse. Dykhouse gets knocked down. Chara holds onto it, passes it over. Picked up by Marshall. Down low, Chara misses the one-timer. Skated over to is McCarthy. McCarthy is back out there now. Wilkie holds onto it. McCarthy to Mungus down there. And we have a penalty coming up here. We're going to have to check out and see what that was with 30 seconds left in the third period. And you can see that this team, from start to finish, plays. They are tireless. They, from start to finish, don't slow down, don't pick up. They're just always 120%. Sandy McCarthy there has a 2-minute minor for checking from behind. All right. Now, just about 30 seconds in the game, you watch this game, you realize these guys never slow down. They're in an incredible amount of shape. Oh, it looks like we have words going on over there in front of the Lightning bench. Oh, but it looks like nothing will become of that. All right, so Anson Carter holds on to it now, gives it over to Kabina. Kabina takes it up with Selivanov. Selivanov is holding it. He skates across the blue line with it. Takes it to the side, passes it in front to Iserbart with just 10 seconds left. Lowell takes it up by himself, burns around Kabina with 2 seconds left. This looks like this will be the end of the game. Yes, Lowell takes the final shot there. And the Islanders have won now. They have won by the score of 9-5. This game has been truly exciting. These guys haven't stopped from the minute the puck dropped. They are incredible as they all celebrate there. You see the third period, Eberle, Richer, Iginla, Brick, all with some goals there. And Lowell, Iserbart, and of course we had our penalties given in there by both Eberle brothers. And we'll check out our 3 stars of the game right now. We have Chuck Eberle up there. as well as Mike Greer and Stephen Lowell, and we'll get to their points in just a minute. You see the Islanders are 48 shots, 46 penalty minutes. Nothing shy of a record for them. 9-5, the score. Tampa Bay, 25 shots. And looking at this, Chara comes in there with a point, as well as Eberle. Iginla with a point, too. Marshall at 2 points with 2 assists. Greer, Bashir up there. It's hard to believe that someone would actually get a minus in this game, but it did happen. You see Chuck Eberle up there with a big game with 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. And also, we'll take a look in 1 second. Look how many minutes Chuck Eberle played. He played a total of 18 minutes and 58 seconds up there, as well as his defense partner, Jason Marshall. Some of them in there, like Greer, who got a star of the game, only played 55 seconds. So I guess apparently he's really important when he gets out there. Looking at the team stats now, it looks like we got 6 shorthanded goals for the Islanders, 4 breakaways, 3 breakaway goals, and 102 checks and 14 faceoffs won. So they're not big on winning faceoffs, but they're pretty good anyway. And that'll do it for this evening with the Lightning and Islanders. And thank you for joining us here at EA Sports.